Glitz and grind the illusion of glamour, Hollywood, a beacon of dreams, a land of opportunity, or so it seems. Behind the dazzling lights and red carpets lurks a dark underbelly. This is a place where ambition is exploited and silence is purchased. For decades, a sinister system, often referred to as the casting couch, has persisted. It preys on the vulnerable, trading opportunity for exploitation. The dream factory can quickly turn into a nightmare. The whispers have always been there. They circulate at industry parties in hushed tones on set. Everyone knows the stories, everyone knows the names, yet for years a culture of fear and complicity kept the truth buried. But the whispers have become screams. Victims, empowered by a growing movement, are refusing to be silenced. They are naming their abusers, sharing their stories and demanding justice. The illusion of glamour is fading, revealing the ugly reality beneath. Hollywood's dark secret is out. Monsters in plain sight. Weinstein and Masterson, Harvey Weinstein, a name synonymous with power and prestige, now also a symbol of predatory abuse. For decades, Weinstein used his position as a Hollywood titan to intimidate and assault aspiring actresses. Hotel rooms became his hunting grounds, promises of stardom, his weapon of choice. Danny Masterson, known for his role in That 70s Show, hid behind a facade of normalcy. Behind the sitcom smile, he allegedly harbored a dark secret, a pattern of sexual assault. His alleged crimes, often committed against members of the same church, demonstrate how predators thrive in plain sight. These are not isolated incidents. They are part of a systemic problem, a deeply ingrained culture that protects abusers and silences victims. The stories of Weinstein and Masterson are stark reminders of the power dynamics that enable abuse. They are testaments to the courage of those who dared to speak out. Not just leading ladies, men prey on men. The casting couch is not just a threat to young actresses, men are vulnerable too. The pursuit of stardom can be just as intoxicating for aspiring actors. They too can fall prey to predators who exploit their ambition. Hollywood's culture of silence affects everyone. Male victims often face an added layer of stigma. They fear being dismissed, ridiculed, or disbelieved. This silence only benefits the abusers, allowing them to operate with impunity. It's time to acknowledge that sexual abuse in Hollywood is not defined by gender. It's about power, control, and the abuse of trust. We must create a space where all victims, regardless of gender, feel safe to come forward. Section 4. Alone on the sound stage, a landscape of fear. Imagine a young actor new to Hollywood. He's alone on a dark sound stage, waiting for a late-night rehearsal. A powerful producer approaches, offering career advice and an invitation for an after-work drink. This is the insidious nature of Hollywood's power structure. These seemingly harmless encounters can quickly turn sinister. The pressure to please, to secure a role, can be overwhelming. The fear of saying no can be paralyzing. This is how abuse thrives, in the shadows, fueled by silence and fear. This is not just about physical safety. It's about the psychological manipulation, the constant fear of retaliation. It's about the insidious erosion of self-worth that occurs when someone in power abuses their position. Section 5. Secrets in the Clouds, the shadow of Epstein. The web of abuse extends far beyond Hollywood. The Epstein case cast a long shadow, exposing the dark underbelly of power and privilege. The flight logs, filled with the names of influential figures, serve as a chilling reminder of the reach of these predators. While the full extent of Epstein's crimes may never be known, his case serves as a stark reminder. These are not isolated incidents. They are interconnected, often operating under a veil of secrecy and enabled by a complicit system. Section 6. A life undone. The price of silence. The trauma of abuse doesn't fade with time. It lingers, casting a long shadow over the lives of its victims. Corey Feldman's heartbreaking account of Corey Haim's experiences with Charlie Sheen is a stark reminder of the devastating impact of abuse. It's a story of innocence lost, of talent destroyed, and of a life tragically cut short. Substance abuse, mental health struggles, and shattered dreams are often the hidden costs of Hollywood's silence. It's time to acknowledge the profound impact of abuse and provide support for those who need it most. Section 7, time for a reckoning. Hollywood needs a space force. Hollywood needs more than a wake-up call, it needs a complete overhaul. A second term of President Trump could bring the kind of forceful intervention this industry needs. Think of it as a space force for Hollywood, a dedicated entity focused on rooting out abuse and protecting the vulnerable. This space force would investigate allegations, enforce strict codes of conduct, and ensure accountability for abusers. It would empower victims, giving them a safe space to report abuse and seek justice. The time for whispers is over. It's time for action. Hollywood needs a reckoning. It needs a space force to protect its own. Only then can the Dream Factory truly become a place of hope and opportunity for all.